Department, we'd like to welcome you to Bryan Recreational Park for today's OHSAA Division 7 tournament game between Edgerton High School and North Central High School. The OHSAA takes great pride in the conduct of all student athletes, promoting good sportsmanship among them, our coaches and spectators. We encourage you to cheer for your favorite team during this competition and to show both teams the same respect you'd like them to display. Spectators are reminded that unruly behavior may result in immediate ejection from the premises. The OHSAA and Bryan appreciate your cooperation. Now let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. First up, for your visiting team, we will do the non-starters. So your non-starters for North Central are number 6, Victoria Salfi. Number 11, Lexa Wright. And now for your starters. First up, we have pitcher Amara Wright. Next up, right fielder Zoe Amos. Shortstop Emmy Holstein. Center fielder Kaylin Myers. Catcher Addison Turner. Third base Brianne Gendron. First base Ava Gruber. Second base Alexa Smith. And your left fielder Gracie Zuber. Now for your home team, the Edgerton Bulldogs. First up is your shortstop, Casey Everett. Left fielder, Ava Swank. Pitcher, Corinne Kate. Third base, Olivia Wallace. First base, Peyton Baker. Catcher, Ava Easky. Second base, Kara Schrader. Center field, Olivia Farnham. And right field, Morgan Kate. And your non-starters for your Edgerton Bulldogs are number 5, Kaylee Andres. Number 7, Hope Hamlin. Number 9, Lainey Wright. Number 14, Austin Landis. And number 18, Emma Moore. The head coach for North Central is Joe Fiddler, and he is assisted by J.D. Brown and Alyssa Thaler. The head coach for Edgerton is Marchetta Carrier, and she is assisted by Mike Carrier, Kennedy Flower, and Nikki Field. The umpires for today's game are selected by a system approved by the OHSAA Board of Directors that includes input from the softball coaches in Ohio. Today's umpires are Eric West, doing the home plate in his 6th year of umpiring. We have Gary Brubaker going to be doing the first baseline with 20 years of experience. And then we have Gary Ebal doing the third baseline with 36 years of experience. Good luck to both teams.
Hey guys, we're being the loudest we've ever been today. So we're
And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to Bryan Rec Park, the site for a pair of Division 7 district softball semifinals this afternoon here on NWOhio.live. Our opening matchup features a team that beats the ball pretty good. The top-seeded Edgerton Bulldogs taking on the 5th-seeded Eagles of North Central. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts' partner. We saw a couple of interesting matchups in Archbold last night. We talked about how Parks and Rec Department in Archbold did a great job getting the field playable. Same could be said for here in Bryan, the great job between the Athletic Department of Bryan High School and the Parks and Rec. This place, tip-top shape, ready to go for some district softball.
Hey, you're right about that, partner. And where else would you rather be on a beautiful day and it's absolute great conditions out there? Softball at its finest right here.
Yeah, no wind blowing everything around causing havoc.
That
so
was a
maybe
lot of
out
fun
there,
yesterday.
but humbles you a little bit, right?
It does. And how about you not going with shorts today when we're inside? Yesterday we're outside.
I thought about it.
You went shorts.
Thought about it. So North Central comes in at 7 and 12. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs of Edgerton at 17 and 6. North Central is going to lead things off with Amara Wright, their pitcher, start things off. So Amara Wright, the pitcher, will lead things off. Zoe Amos in right field will bat second. Emmy Holstein, the shortstop, will bat third. We'll give you the rest of the lineup in just a minute as the second pitch is going to be fouled back. So Wright already behind, no balls and 2 strikes as they face Corrine Cape of Edgerton. Cape on the year 12 and 6 with a 2.59 ERA as the 0-2 pitch will miss just outside. Cape taking a moment, now ready to go. 1-2 is fouled away. As Wright will stay alive.
A good battle early on the first at bat of the game by Wright. As you see in the background, looks like Eden has just arrived. They'll be playing in game number 2 today.
All Williams County battle here in Bryan as the next pitch sails away from Cape. So the count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 offering. This one is going to be rolled to short. Little trouble getting the ball out of the glove. Throw's going to get away from the first baseman, but doesn't go far enough. Casey Everetts, a good play to grab it. Just on the transfer, had some trouble. It's going to allow Wright to reach.
No, you hear infield coaches talk about it all the time. Top hand close and then belly button. So you close with that top free hand on the glove and pull it up to your belly button. You're going to make sure you secure it. Everetts did not do that and got away. But the good thing is this is a real tight park, and you saw things got to the fence in a hurry. It's going to be tough for runners if it hits that dugout fence to advance to second base.
So here's Zoe Amos, the right fielder, offered at the first pitch to bunt and missed it for strike one. Amos comes in hitting .273 on the year. 0-1 offering a little behind. Ball popped out of the glove of Ava Giesecke. Or they're going to call that a foul ball.
That's a shame for North Central because Wright had it. Didn't get much of it, but got enough for it to be called a foul ball.
Yeah, Wright took off running, like Miles said, was going to swipe the bag. And good morning, good afternoon, good night. Amos will go down swinging.
A nice job by Cape. Didn't let the early error affect her mentally. Just settled down, went right at Amos.
So here's Emmy Holstein, the shortstop. Comes in, top hitter on this North Central team at .400 on the year. She will take ball one. Let's take a look at the rest of that North Central lineup. After Holstein, Caitlin Myers in center field is the cleanup hitter. Addison Turner, the catcher, will bat fifth, followed by Bree Gendron. The next pitch fouled away. Ava Gruber, the first baseman, hits seventh. Alexa Smith, the second baseman, hits eighth, and Gracie Zuber in left field will bat ninth.
You saw in the last pitch, Holstein a little bit behind the heat of Cape.
1-1 is going to be fouled away. Right taken off. Now she'll have to stop and retreat back to the bag.
A great angle of the at-bat from our center field cab. Robo doing a great job out there. Really the best camera guy that we have. Game in, game out, he does a great job.
Has the best mustache of everyone on the crew.
If you're with us yesterday, our good friend Peyton Gilliand, the human camera operator that we have, had a gorgeous start of a mustache, and I guess, Randy, we made fun of him.
And then you made fun of it, and it went away.
And he went home, and he shaved that thing off. He looks like 20 years younger, doesn't he? I thought it was baby Huey when he came up to the dugout today.
You know, we've sprayed so many softballs out of the diamond, we had to go retrieve a couple. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count. As the runner's going to take off, the tag is going to be missed.
Out then safe call.
Yeah.
You're going to get a good look at it right here. Everett's not close enough to the bag. Looks like she does get the foot in a little bit before that tag. Maybe we'll get another look at that. That was a real bang-bang call.
As
Coach wants to come out, and she is not happy with the call. Marchetta going back to the dugout.
Yeah, here's your replay.
Watch the left foot. Does it reach? I think it does.
Yeah, you see Everett's kind of reaching out and then realize maybe there was no contact on the runner.
It's not going to matter on this at-bat because Cape just mows down her second straight hitter.
So Holstein will strike out. It's going to bring up the center fielder, Kaylin Myers.
It's so important, Randy, that this North Central team gets an early run in this game. These teams played early in the year, and it wasn't even close. So they need something to make themselves feel confident in this game, and that one is fouled off.
And Myers hitting 3 on 9. That one ends up hitting off the concession stand to Sumter Field, which is right next to us. Strike one offering on the way. This one's going to be bounced back into the circle where Cape will get it, fire over to first, and the side is retired. So the leadoff base runner does no damage, so no score. As we head to the bottom half of inning number 1, Miles, let's take a look at some of the keys for this one this afternoon. Let's start with the North Central League.
Oh, we saw it in the first half inning get running. I think they're going to have to be really aggressive on the base paths. They've only stolen 45 bases on the year, but not today. They're going to have to get themselves into scoring position. Number 2, first pitch is the best pitch, Randy. Don't go deep into counts against Cape. She'll mow you down, as we saw with 2 strikeouts in that first inning. Look for that first pitch. If it's hittable, then hit it, because they have struck out 126 times on the year. And then big-time Bree Gendron. She is a fantastic player. 2 home runs for this team, hits .333. She is in the middle of that lineup hitting number 6. She's going to have to have a big day for them.
That would be some keys to the game for the Edgerton Bulldogs, who we're going to see coming to bat for the first time.
Error-free, and check this one off. This one's going to be pretty easy for them. I know Everett's had a little problem in that first inning, but that's only the 32nd error of the year for these guys. So they're a really good defensive team. Cape K, that's what you call Cape K when you strike out everybody. And how about Corinne Cape? She is fantastic. 75 Ks coming into the day with only in 88 innings. She is a strikeout artist. And then sensational Swank, Ava Swank. Randy, she is as good as anybody with 4 home runs on the year, hitting .386, knocking in 22. She's going to be big in the middle of that order for Edgerton.
Now take a look at that Edgerton lineups. Casey Everett, the shortstop, is going to lead things off. Ava Swank, the left fielder, will hit second. Corinne Cape, the pitcher, is in the number 3 spot. Olivia Wallace at third base will hit in the cleanup position. Peyton Baker at first base will bat 5th. Ava Giesecke, the catcher, hits 6th. Kara Schrader, second base, hits 7th. Olivia Farnham in center field will bat 8th. An interesting case study there. Taking a look at this one, just 1 at-bat for her on the year. And Morgan Cape in right field will bat 9th.
Farnham, we saw last year, kind of single-handedly carried their offense in the district last year. She was absolutely fantastic. Good to see her that she's back in the lineup.
And they are going to face Mara Wright in the circle for North Central. Mara comes in 6-10 on the year with a 7.82 ERA. She's allowed 100 hits in 68 innings pitched. She struck out 77 and also walked 73. So it does sometimes fight bouts of wildness. The first one comes in high to Everett's. We're underway here in the bottom half of inning number 1.
Yeah, to say fights wildness, right? Right before she threw the first pitch, and it comes in high.
Everett's comes in hitting .397 on the year, 8 doubles, 3 home runs, driven in 18, scored 35 times. This is an Edgerton team that can make some contact. There's one that catches the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, nice job by Turner, the catcher, making that one look a little bit better than what it was. Your catchers can help you if they are really wily at making it look good.
Counts 2-1. This one lifted into the air, foul territory on the first base side. Ava Gruber looking up, is trying to figure out if she had room. That one does just get out of play.
How about the mom hopping out of the chair, going over there and getting in a hurry? Very athletic.
Throw that one in and reuse it. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just underway here in the bottom half of inning number 1.
It was good to see the North Central fans going and getting that foul ball, not being terrified like Tenora yesterday. Those Tenora fans were scared of any foul ball.
Full pitch count coming here. This one is going to be blooped into that triangle between right field, center field, second base. Drops in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting, just lifting it into right field. You saw Smith try to track it down, got kind of turned around. You take a banana path to it so you can see it over your shoulder. She got crossed up.
So here's Ava Swank now coming in at .348 on the year. 7 doubles, 1 triple. She's got 4 home runs, driven in 25. And we've got time. We've got...
Got to have shoes at work, Randy.
Yep.
Somewhere Lynn Parachek, my freshman basketball coach, is making a team run because someone didn't have shoes at work.
So now we're ready to go with Ava Swank digging in that right-hand batter's box.
Velcro shoes still a thing?
Probably.
Got to break those out.
Offering comes in high. He'll snap throw down to first. Everett's will get back in time.
Nice pitch. Saw Swank way tardy on that one.
It took a little something off it.
She was definitely looking dead red.
Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 offering comes in just a little high. It's 2 balls and a strike now to the left fielder for the Bulldogs.
Love being at this park, Randy. It's one of those places when as the game goes on, you look out in the outfield and there's more and more people sitting on the fence. The left field getting a little crowded now. Got one guy out there just laying down, enjoying the sun.
Hey, might as well.
A couple days ago, couldn't do this.
Also might be our camera. Is that RoboCam out there just laying on the job?
No,
oh,
no.
okay.
Come on, Robo does a great job. Peyton, he does all right.
We shouldn't tell Peyton RoboCam gets paid more than he does, though. Oops, did I say that out loud?
You have to pay on merit, Randy.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Robo, all we got to do is give him batteries.
Never talks back.
3-2 offering, cut on and miss. So Swank, strikeout for out number 1 of the inning.
Boy, what a huge strikeout that is for Amara Wright. You chronicled early that she struggles a little bit with her control, but changed speeds on that one to ring up Swank.
So here's Corinne Cape. Cape looking at the first pitch is going to lift this one into right field, making the trek to find it. Zoe Amos will grab it for out number 2. Didn't give me a chance to tell you that Corinne Cape comes in hitting .494 on the year.
2 big back-to-back outs. Ames played the line correctly, barely had to move.
One more big hitter in this lineup to avoid. That's Olivia Wallace, a third baseman, batting now, coming in hitting .400. 12 doubles, 7 home runs, driven in 31.
Let's see if Coach Carrier says, let's go ahead and get to Everett's moving here. Because even if she gets thrown out, you're going to start with Wallace up next inning.
1-0 offering. There's another big cut and miss.
If she steals second base, now you got her in scoring position with Wallace still up.
1-1 offering. This one is going to be bounced through the left side. Holstein dove, couldn't come up with it. It's the second single of the inning. 2 aboard with 2 gone. And here's the first baseman, Peyton Baker. She comes in hitting .343 on the year, 12 doubles.
It's almost half of her hits have been extra base hits. So when you're filling out your lineup, you see who goes for extra bases. Well, that needs to be in the middle of our lineup.
One of those would be big right about now.
Nothing better as a hitter when you get a 2-out hit that knocks in a run. It's like getting something free.
The Eagles trying to be careful now. 2-0 the count to Baker. 2-0 offering. That one hit off the handle and foul.
A little eager by Baker. I think she would tell you probably shouldn't have offered that one. Didn't get the bat barrel around as fast as she could. Might have been ball 3.
2-1 offering coming to Baker. That one sails high as well. So now 3 balls and a strike.
With first base open, let's see what Wright decides to do.
Fouls one back behind the plates. Spinning around was Addison Turner. Couldn't find it right away. Heard some help from either the bench or her teammates trying to get her pointed in the right direction. It's going to run the count full.
I was thinking going to come right at her again.
3-2 offering. This one is going to be hit foul. Looks like took a little something off that one again.
Yeah, I was hitting around and taking something off because she was able to ring up Swank. But does Wright trust her ability to do it on a 3-2 count here?
And we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2, pitch called strike 3. And that's how the inning will end. So Edgerton puts 2 on but a big strikeout ends the threat. We are scoreless after one, and we'll take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
No scores. We head to the top half of inning number 2. Randy and Miles with you from Bryan Rec Park.
Well, how about Amara Wright said, Miss Cape, I saw you with 2 strikeouts in that first inning. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate that and get 2 ring-ups myself. Pitchers doing a great job early of playing around the zone.
So here is Addison Turner, the catcher, to lead things off top half of inning number 2. She'll take ball 1. Miles mentioned it before we started that these two met in the regular season. Edgerton a 20-0 winner in that contest. As Turner sends one right back up the middle for a base hit, and that now matches their offensive output that they had in that first time these two met.
Wow, it was a just tremendous swing by Turner, wasn't it? Kept her head down, a screaming liner. Picture perfect by Turner.
Yeah, good look at the replay coming right at you. So here's Bree Genderon, the third baseman. She'll cut on one, just a touch late and miss for strike 1.
Now Wallace challenging in from third base, thinking it might be a bunt attempt. Really hugging the line.
0-1 offering. Up and away, it's going to even the count. But a big game offensively. It's 1, 2, 3. 3 different players all had 3 RBIs in that win for Edgerton the first time. So there's a cut and miss for Gerderon. It makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Gendron got way out on that front foot. Was fooled by the speed of that pitch.
Now the 1-2 offering. One again comes in high. Cape trying to get hitters to chase. Mentioned the 12-6 with a 2.59 ERA. Has allowed 144 hits and 116 in the third innings coming into today. Has walked just 13 while striking out 97. And that number will continue to grow.
Yeah, that outside corner got Greg Maddox-like on that one. As Gendron kind of looked back at the umpire. Ooh, that was a big corner.
Strikeout number 3 of the day. Now looking to bunt will be the first baseman, Ava Gruber. And the bunt was missed, I believe.
The bunt was
runner
missed.
took off. Turner's thrown out at second.
Not sure if it was, you see the conversation over at first base. Was it a bunt and run type of situation, or she thought that it was going to get down and took off early? But whatever it is not good for North Central.
So instead of a runner on and 1 out, base is now empty with 2 out.
Nice throw by Gieske from behind the plate.
Yeah, look down at my notes for a minute and I miss it all. Here's one that is going to be hit foul right near the North Central dugout.
It's funny how an inning changes in a hurry, doesn't it? Had the great line single. Looked like it was going to be something cooking for North Central, and the next thing you know, a running error, and you're out of the inning.
Is Gruber able to foul the next one back? Gruber comes in hitting 182 on the year. Does have some extra base hits, though. A double, couple of triples, scored 7 runs, driven in 8. Well, just doing enough to stay alive here. Fouled off 3 straight pitches.
Must be a big Bee Gees fan. Staying alive.
Do it again with 2 strikes. That off-speed offering.
Cape likes to go high with 2 strikes, see if they can get the hitters to run. And
the 1-2 offering is swung on and missed. 2 more strikeouts here in the second. Add to that total as we remain scoreless heading to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we want to tell you that our game today is brought to you by H2H Realty. Buying and selling real estate doesn't have to be a stressful event. Make it a holiday by calling April Holiday with H2H Realty at 419-345-9687. We also want to thank our friends from the TKDS Sports Network to allow us to bring you these games today here on NWOhio.live. Also, believe also on the NFHS network as well. So they've supplied Ken with a few things. Ken tried to explain it to me what it is that they did
No, it's like another language, isn't it?
No clue. There's a box. It's this thing. It sits in front of me, Miles. And it's a box, it's powered, something gets plugged in. These are antennas that get something from somewhere, and it all works. That's all I know.
Somehow things get put on that screen.
Yeah, things get plugged in, then they work. And
well, there we are, right there. You're looking good today, buddy. I like the new glasses you got.
Thanks.
Blue frames, and there's the freshly shaven Peyton right there. Look at that handsome fella.
No, we can draw a little mustache in.
It was better if you draw it in. It'd be better than what he had yesterday.
Oh, see, it's comments like that. That's why he shaved it.
Well,
You just can't.
I thought we were in a tree of trust, the honesty here, right?
Oh, man.
Look, am I wrong? If I was wrong, you wouldn't have shaved it, right?
Still, I mean. See, by the way, there's a softball game going on. Here's Giesecke batting. Giesecke, the catcher, leads things off in the bottom half of inning at number 2. Giesecke comes in hitting .425 on the year. This one fouled back to the screen, so 2 balls and a strike.
Absolutely love it when you have catchers that are proficient at swinging the bat. .425, one of the best run producers on this Bulldog team. And she is scrapyard tough.
Yeah, 4 doubles, 4 triples, 5 home runs. She looks away at a pitch that'll miss. Makes the count 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 offering coming. This one rolls its way to the plate. And Giesecke will get the leadoff walk. So we told you in our pregame this is the first of 2 games this afternoon. Hilltop and Eden will follow. Miles and I and our crew will be right back here tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. for the district championship.
Well, how many times have we seen over the years that leadoff walk comes back to haunt you, right? Never give the free pass, especially on the first hitter of the inning. Let's see if North Central can figure a way out of this inning.
It's one that took a cut off Addison Turner.
Yeah, got her right on the mask. Umpire's going to take a look at her, take a look at those eyeballs, make sure it doesn't say tilt.
Yeah, that one caught right in the grill of that mask.
That might knock your chicklets loose, huh?
We've got our training staff here on site who was hanging out with us, and she's now made her way down.
Turner's going to stay in there. She's tough. Yeah, I mean,
got to be the catch, right?
You cannot catch.
Name me the last. Yeah, name me the last soft catcher.
Peyton, did you catch when you played Little League? I'm all over my guy, aren't I? Got to make sure I keep him here for the second game. I'm going to say nothing but nice things about Peyton from here on out.
Counts 2 balls and a strike. You'd have to take him for ice cream or something in between games. 2-1 offering. This one's going to be fouled off to that right side.
Well, the good people at North Central, they are getting pounded with foul balls on that first base side.
Whoever's sitting on that first base side, if you didn't get your steps in today, you're going to get them chasing foul balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. 2-2 offering comes in just high.
Well, it looks like Turner's okay after that foul ball to the mask. She was up and gunning that one back in a hurry.
This is Kara Schrader batting, by the way, at 256. That would line back into the glove of right. She then tried to double up Giesecke. The ball glanced off the glove of Gruber, and Giesecke is going to make her way down to second as we take a look at the replay.
Yeah, tremendous reflexes by Wright to stab it, but I think she actually surprised Gruber too, right? Things happen so fast. Next thing you know, it goes off the glove of Gruber. I think Wright talked herself into throwing it a little bit too quick, had more time than she thought.
So here is the center fielder, Olivia Farnham. Farnham looking to bunt, fouls it off right at the plate. Mentioned just one official at-bat this year for Farnham.
Let's bring Gendron all the way up in front of third base, hugging the line, anticipating bunt. You see that brace on Farnham's left knee. Showing bunt early.
Pulls it back now. She's going to try to swing. Slap at it a little bit. Caught it in the air. Not enough for anyone to get it. Farnham now down, no balls, 2 strikes.
If she would have gotten at the fall fair, that would have resulted in a run batted in and her probably standing on second base. But nope, she's down 0-2. Farnham got a battle here.
Now the 0-2 offering. One will miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. One, 2 offering, foul again, just past the dugout. Gruber's been busy.
Everybody on that side's been busy. He might set a OHSAA record for foul balls on the first base side.
So we'll do it again with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch, this one fouled just back behind the plate. Turner able to whip the mask off, but unable to track it down.
I like the selection by Wright, changing the pace on a 1-2 count. She's pulled the string a couple times today effectively.
So try another 1-2 offering, and Farnham will foul it away. This one back over towards the buses as the plate umpire takes his mask off and informs everyone that both satchels are now empty. So
the gentleman over at North Central that has the brown Carhartt on, this is like the 5th one he's went and got. He should get at least a softball at the end of the day. Some kind of award.
Well, what we're not going to tell TK is he's got to take the fencing apart for him to go get the latest one. There's one that's going to get through. Runner is going to be held up at third. Giesecke stretched maybe a little bit more than she wanted to.
Yeah, almost did the splits there. She rounded third base, got the late stop sign. She's smarting a little bit, grabbing the inside of her leg, but I think she's going to be okay. But alert running by Farnham going to second base as the throw went home.
So runners at second and third with 1 out, and here's Morgan Cape, the right fielder. Comes in hitting .259. She's got 3 RBIs in the year, also scored 15 runs. See what North Central tries to do here. Looks to bunt. Will bunt it foul.
You see she was going to push it to first base. That was going to allow Giesecke, who was working down the line, to score. Let's see if they leave the bunt on with your 9-hitter here. Top of the order, Everts on deck.
0-1 offering. That one's going to go between the legs of Turner, and that's going to allow Giesecke to come in and score.
Giesecke did not hesitate. As soon as she saw it get by Turner, she was off and running and almost eats one. Right there's a throw. Buzz the Tower Maverick almost gets her in the face, but she crosses home plate for the first run of the game.
So Farnham moves to third on the play. As Kate bunts another one foul.
Important that Farnham moving over to third on that, because now you just get a ground ball at all. She's probably going to score with the infield playing back.
Cut on and miss. Strikeout there for out number 2.
Big strikeout for Wright, third one.
Yep, that's going to bring us up to the top of the order. Casey Everett. Everett's hit a leadoff single to begin the bottom half of our opening frame. Now with a chance here to add on to the Edgerton lead as she's going to hit one foul. It's past the box on the third base side.
Yeah, a little unusual. She looked like she was going to call timeout, dropped her hands, but saw that Wright was starting her motion, so she brought him back up. Was still able to offer at it.
Oh, one offering comes in just low. Evens the count at 1 ball, no strikes. This one skied high, foul and out of play again on that first base side.
And look who's going to get it, partner.
Is it our favorite guy there?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
there he is.
Carhart hoodie guy went and got it again. Number 6 for Mr. Carhart.
Still 25 cents a piece.
I think it's gone up. Inflation, you know.
Is there a softball tariff?
It's huge.
One just foul on that third base side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes will be the count.
That's strike 3 up on the scoreboard. Foul ball.
At this rate, maybe we might have to start counting them. 1-2 offering Everett's right to short. Holstein able to get the throw. Good scoop at first by Gruber. Will get North Central out of the inning. But Edgerton scores 1 on a pass ball. Bulldogs lead 1-0 after 2. And we'll take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Now we move now to the top half of inning number 3. There's your guy, partner.
He is the hero of the day, isn't he? Look at him. He doesn't know what a star he is. 6 foul balls.
He's allowed us to continue playing without any delays.
Unofficially, a record.
Unofficially.
Look at it. He's just calm and cool. Like, yeah, foul ball, I'll go get it. I'm your guy.
It'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1 for North Central due up here in the top half of our third inning. Alexa Smith, the second baseman, Gracie Zuver in left field, and Amara Wright, the pitcher, and the leadoff hitter. Yes. Apparently they were an inning too far ahead on the scoreboard, so they're working on that. Hey, big surprise. First ball hit foul on the first base side.
The Edgerton fans, oh, Lordy, look at Randy. Look who's going to get it. Now they're really putting him in a bind.
Yeah. Now he's got another one waiting for him.
He's all the way over by the batting cage getting one, and he turns over his shoulder and sees another one and just kind of shrugs like, all right, I'll go get that one too.
Home plate official once again looking around.
He's running
I'm
now.
out. Well, he's out. We got to wait.
Yeah.
We know
Our dude's running to go get the other one.
Luckily, we apparently have a case up here in reserve.
Don't tell him. 8 foul balls for Mr. Brown
They're
Carhart.
just spraying them all over the place. There's nothing we can do.
He did. He went and got the other one, too.
Everyone's going to see the game changer. It's going to say delayed. Man, it must be raining over there. No, we're out of softballs.
Someone just gave him a hug, too.
That's the least they could do. Now, screen's going to keep one in play. Still foul.
Boy.
So it should be about strike 7 now, but I think it's just 2.
If they ran netting all the way down to first baseline, that guy'd be sad.
So 1-2 offering. Slow roller to the right side. And at second base, Kara Schrader able to come make the play for out number 1.
A nice play by Schrader. Slow roller, just wait. Don't do anything crazy, just walk over to first and tap it.
So there's Gracie Zuver, the left fielder, hitting in that number 9 spot. Comes in hitting .222 on the year. Takes a big healthy cut and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, it was one of those swing now. Ran right by her. Cape has done an effective job of changing locations, but more importantly, speeds here today.
0-1 offering will miss. I think just tied, evens count 1 ball, 1 strike. Cape going to that dirt a little bit, trying to keep that hand dry. This one popped up. This one's just going to reach the outfield grass. Long run coming in from right field is going to be made by Morgan Cape. She'll grab it for out number 2.
Now Morgan Cape took a step backwards before she realized it wasn't going to be hit over her head. Had enough time. You're going to see it right here. Hustles in. Reaches with that left hand and a little bit of a snow cone action, but enough to squeeze it. Big time play by Cape.
This is going to bring up Amara Wright, the pitcher. She started things off by reaching on an error. She's going to line 1 foul right towards that first base side. The baseball concession stand is also taking a beating because that's where all the liners end up going. A little pop in that pitch, but just misses off the plate. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 gone. As Wright sends 1 foul to the backstop. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cape quickly comes back. 1-2's cut on and missed. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So Wright will strike out. So 1-0 Edgerton as we head to the bottom half of inning number 3. And our game today is brought to you by Brian Ford, your 7-time President's Award dealer, celebrating over 25 years in business. Visit them at brianford.com. So we will see the, is it 2, 3, and 4? I do not have the third out of the inning.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. Swank, Cape, and Wallace. So it is a important half inning for North Central. Keep in mind, Randy, 20-0 early in the year, right? And you're almost to the middle of the game, and it's only 1-0. If they can get through the meat of the order for Edgerton, you can start thinking about, well, hey, we can steal this game. You get a little more confidence as this thing goes on, the longer you stay in it.
And North Central's fought off a couple things. Edgerton put 2 runners on in the first, able to get out of a jam there, and then you're really just 1 ball that skipped between the catcher's legs away from still being in a scoreless tie. So Ava Swank, the left fielder, struck out her first time up, will begin the bottom half of our 3rd frame.
Swank, who arguably is the best hitter on this Edgerton team, wants to get things going for him.
First offering coming from Wright. That one is going to be cut on and missed for strike 1.
You can change speeds with the pitch, but you can also change speeds with your delivery. You saw Wright take a long pause before the first pitch. Something pitchers do is they will go fast and throw off the timing of the hitter. Hitters love rhythm, and if they can get your delivery in rhythm, they feel comfortable. Wright is doing a good job of changing that up.
1-1 offering. Swink looking to bunt. Trying to field it, was right in the circle. She slipped down, and that's going to allow Swink to reach.
Yeah, kind of an odd play. It looked like Wright was going to be on it, and all of a sudden, it blew a tire like at Indy 500 this weekend, and next thing you know, first runner is on.
By the way, did you see the Wiener 500, the 6 Wienermobiles race today?
I did not. Oh, man, that had to be a lot of bun.
It was something. So leadoff runner on here for Edgerton in the bottom half of the 3rd inning is going to bring up Corinne Cape. Cape a fly-out victim her first time up.
How do you get approached to be a Wienermobile racer?
Well, it just so happened that the 6 Wienermobiles were at the same place at the same time. So,
Well, how many times does that happen on a planet?
not a lot.
Not a lot.
Just also weird that it happens at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. .30 now to Cape. 3-0 offering, taking the entire way. She'll get the strike.
Ooh, big zone on that one. I thought that was going to be ball number 4. Wright gets the benefit of the doubt on that one, and she needed it.
3-1 offering. This one sliced into right field. This time it's going to drop for a base hit. Skips away a little bit from Amos, and that is going to allow Swank to go all the way to third.
They better keep alive. Yeah, smart base running by Edgerton. As Holstein lost track of who was on first. Holstein saying that she had time called, but did not.
Cape's going to end up at second, so second and third with nobody out. And here is the third baseman, Olivia Wallace. Singled her first time up. Take a minute as Addison Turner is to fix some of her gear. So Wallace, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs, hitting 400, 12 doubles. Was in a situation with a runner on first time up.
Well, if you're North Central, you have first base open. How careful you want to be here with Wallace?
Gets a strike across there to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I think you live there, right? Outside corner, you see how Wallace is just hugging that plate.
1-1. Wallace lifts this one. It's going to stay in the infield. Catch is going to be made at second base by Alexis Smith. Swank trying to draw maybe a wild throw. She retreats back to the base, so 1 out. Now Peyton Baker was a strikeout victim in the first. First offering, Baker's going to line this one. That's going to get the outfield grass. It's going to score 1. No running around his Cape. Throw to the plate. Didn't get there as they thought about cutting the runners off. The problem is Cape is already around third. 2 runs will score on the base hit for Baker.
A little surprised Ames didn't even look to make a throw home. Anytime the runner on second is challenging and you have the ball in their hand, they haven't even made the turn, chances are you're going to go home, make an effort at it, but they elected to cut off Baker from going to second. But that is a big run. Crooked numbers now, 3-0.
2-run single makes it 3-0 like Miles said here in the bottom half of our third inning. First pitch is a ball to Ava Giesecke. She walked and later scored in the second inning. 1-0 pitch comes in low. 2 balls, no strikes now to count.
Bad news for North Central is there's still only 1 out.
2-0 offering on the way. 1 will be in for a strike, so even makes it, makes 2-1. Can't be even at 2-1.
It's odd that you'd say that.
See what you did there. 2-1 offering, a little low. 3 balls and a strike now the count.
Well, this Edgerton dugout, I don't know if you can hear them on the microphone, but boy, they live loud in the dugout, don't they? About the 3rd song that they've sang already today.
Giesecke's going to look at the strikes and the count full. 3-2 offering. Turner held for just a moment. Thought she was going to get the call, but it doesn't go her way. As Ava Giesecke will draw her second walk of the afternoon. 2 runners aboard now for Kara Schrader, the second baseman. Line one right back to Wright, who was able to snag it in the circle. A long look for Wright. First pitch comes in high for ball 1.
And that's a good example of changing the tempo. Sometimes when things are getting a little confused and chaos around you, just take a deep breath and slow things down.
1-0 offering. That one's going to roll up to the plate. gets away from Turner, and that's going to allow the runners to move up.
Don't know if I've seen a team better than Edgerton, Randy, that when the ball is in the dirt, they're not even hesitating. They're taking off, right? It must be a point of emphasis in the program. If they see the ball's in the dirt at all, we're going to go ahead and extend to that next base.
This moves the runners up to second and third for Schrader. She'll look at a strike there. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 offering. This one back through the middle right. Thought she had a chance at a 1-run coming in. This time throw does come to the plate. Nice backup on a wild throw down to second, but it's a 2-run hit for Kara Schrader.
Schrader doing a little bit of a dance at second base with a big RBI single. This has been an explosion of runs in the third inning for Edgerton.
5-0 now, still just 1 out.
And Joe Fiddler wants to come out and talk things over.
It's going to bring up Olivia Farnham. Farnham singled in the second inning. And Edgerton with a chance to blow this one open early.
Now, it does not look Fiddler's going to make a change. Just wants to come out, collect things with his catcher and pitcher. Yeah, gets the pat on the right shoulder and right's ready to go.
Yeah, Turner, the catcher, the only other player with any numbers pitching-wise this year. So a situation like this, you'd probably rather have your top catcher behind the dish.
You do. And when you only have 11 dressed, not a lot of changes you can make.
So here's Farnham. She's going to look at strike 1.
Yeah, you got that appearance that she wishes she would have swung at that one. Kind of held off and stepped out of the box, and you could see it on her face. I wanted that one.
Next one. That one gets away from Turner. And Schrader's going to move up to third. So it's those extra bases that don't show up in the box score. Edgerton taking full advantage as the Bulldogs have a 5-0 lead. Next offering comes in high to Farnham's. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 pitch that bounces in. Turner able to grab that one.
If Farnham hits anything in the middle of this diamond, she's going to get on base. You look at the corners. Gendron and Gruber really hugging the bases. Really asking your middle infield to cover a lot of territory.
Through an offering, this one is going to be hit foul. That one is going to make a thud.
She looks like she's okay. Did we get that? Got it right in the thigh.
Brushed it off. And
yeah, she's smiling about it.
Good to go.
They make them tough over at North Central, don't they? Did you hear that thud all the way up here? That was something else.
So the count full to Farnham. This one, a slow bouncer to second. Smith up with it, but Farnham able to beat that out, and the run will score. Give her an RBI. So take a look at the replay.
It shows you the athleticism of Farnham. Not every day you beat a ground ball to second base out, but just the hustle. That beats it easily by a couple steps. Smith has had to go 2 to her right. Not strong enough with the throw, and Farnham is safe.
Bunt is going to be laid foul. So Morgan Cape tried to do that in the second inning, ended up striking out. But 5 runs in here in this third innings made it 6-0.
Nice sportsmanship by Turner, picking up the bat, handing it to Cape.
A 1 offering, looks to bunt. We'll get this one just foul again.
Oh, 2 strikes. We saw it yesterday, right? You always have that debate with 2 strikes. You leave the bunt on or not. The problem is if you do and it's fouled off, it becomes a strikeout. Do you leave it on here? Big important move if Cape can get it down. allows Farnham to move over to second.
Yeah, coach is going to have a conversation with Morgan now.
What do you think that conversation is like? Like, get the bunt down?
I think that might have been exactly it.
Pat on the helmet might be a sign that she's allowing her to swing away.
Like, I'm going to leave it on, and you need to get it down.
Well, look at that. Going to move the runner anyhow.
Pitch comes in low.
Cape looked like she was having the opportunity to swing away at that.
So now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now with a runner at second. Now you imagine you'd let Cape hit away. 1-2 offering a miss low. It evens the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And she might just work her way on base with a walk. Things would get worse for North Central there because top of the order would be up.
One kind of tomahawk down at the plate. Right able to reach out, come out of the circle, grab that one for out number 2.
Good base running again by Farnham. Got off the bag, waited for the throw by right to first, and then took off the third. This Edgerton team is such a smart base running collective.
It's 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the 9th batter of the inning, Casey Everett's the shortstop. She's going to hit one foul this time to the third base dugout. Hits off the facing, bounces away. So Everett's taking a minute before she steps back in the front side of that right-hand batter's box. Looked to bunt. But just to draw the infield in.
She's giving a look down to Coach Carrier that maybe they cross up their signals.
Hit one. This one's going to go fair. She's trying to feel. There was Gerderon in front of the bag. Ball squirts away from her. Farnham's going to come in and score, and Everett's is going to end up at second base.
You see a little squibber down the third baseline, then picked up and thrown to second. But this team for Edgerton, you give them a little bit of daylight, and they are going to run to that next base. Always applying the pressure.
Ava Swank began the inning with a single, steps in with 2 out and a runner at second. She'll take ball 1. Swank needs just a moment. She's ready to go. Next pitch comes in just high. Turner tried to frame it. A 2-0 offering, getting away from right a little bit. So Swank way ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes.
3-0. Do you let Swank swing away here?
Might as well.
You're up 7-0. She can drive it.
She's going to take ball 4. Second time in the inning that Ava Swank has reached base. Now Corinne Cape with a single already here in the third.
This inning feels like a good hour, doesn't it?
Too long for North Central, that's for sure. Cape sends one high in the air, center field, and this one is going to be gone for a home run.
Corinne Cape, touch them all. Enjoy your trip because you're flying first class. Final destination, home.
Ball left in a hurry right to the 210 side. Dead center field.
Didn't know. It looked like it was going to be close and just found its way over top to yellow. And an absolute disastrous inning for North Central gets worse. 10-0 now.
So North Central looks like they're going to make some changes.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do, Randy. They're going to go with Addison Turner on the mound, and they're going to move a bunch of pieces around.
So we'll see if we can get some of those changes here for North Central.
Oh, that's easy. So Addison Turner going to go to the mound, and Amara Wright's going to go behind home plate.
That makes it easy.
Sure does. And thank you, Coach Fiddler, for making it that simple.
So while they change the gear, the catcher's gear, the big part of that, we want to tell you that a game today brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. Saving you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Visit Bricks to Clicks on Facebook or check out their 2 locations in beautiful Millbury, Ohio.
Well, at first, when everybody started to run around, I thought they were going to make all kinds of changes, but it was just Myers coming in. She wanted to talk to Holstein and Genron. You know, you can't stand out in the outfield by yourself that long. You got to come in and talk a little bit.
But you just left your right fielder out there high and dry.
Well,
both corner outfielders.
Zuver and Ames should get together and talk a little bit. But, you know, the way kids are today, Randy, they're probably just texting each other, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they're doing. So we'll see Addison Turner now on to pitch. So Addison on the year has thrown 27 innings on the year, 1-1 with a 7.78 ERA. She's allowed 55 hits in those 27 innings, has walked 19 and struck out 21. Oh, and by the way, it's the cleanup hitter that is the first one you have to face.
She is struggling a little bit in the warm-ups of getting her front foot placement, getting comfortable. Always told pitchers, no matter what, make sure that mound is yours when you're on it. If you don't like the way things are, become a groundskeeper. Fill in dirt, move dirt. It is yours for that moment.
So Olivia Wallace, who popped up to Alexa Smith at second for the first out this inning, will step in. First offering comes in high, so bit of a different look coming from Turner in the circle.
It's got to be tough. You go from squatting behind the plate all game long to, hey, you get 5 warm-ups and get ready to go to pitch.
This next one comes in low. 2 balls, no strikes now to Wallace.
A lot of coaches have a rule, too, that you don't swing at anything until the new pitcher has thrown a strike. Make them establish that.
2-0 offering. Wallace is going to lift this one into the air towards left field. Nice easy play made for Gracie Zuver. And that will end the inning. But a big one it is. 9 big runs on the board for Edgerton. They lead 10-0 after 3. And we'll take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
Discover your potential at 4 County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose 4 County Career Center.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Welcome back to Bryan at Rec Park, where Edgerton just absolutely blew this thing open in the bottom of the third as we're heading to the top of the fourth. 9 runs in the bottom of the third, make it 10-0. I'm Miles Holliday. He is Randy Roberts. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on a beautiful day here in Bryan, Ohio. Things got really beautiful for Edgerton in that last half inning, didn't they, Randy?
Yeah, big 9-run inning you talked about for North Central. Confidence starting to build. Kind of kept Edgerton in check through the first couple. You thought maybe you're going to see the heart of the order one more time. Turns out you actually had to deal with them twice in 1 inning as they put 9 up. As Edgerton ended up sending 12 batters to the plate in that bottom of the third.
It is Ames, Holstein, and Myers. Ames fouled one off the right-hand side. Interesting call right there because it's not football where the receiver's feet were in field, in bounds. It squeezed out of the hand, so it was a foul ball. It's where the ball's at. Slow roller to third, and I believe it's going to be safe indeed. Ames works her way on as Gendron Wallace tried to fly in and make the play, but the slow roller was enough to get Ames on base.
Yeah, just a nice job just to beat that out.
Well, you need a lot of base runners. You have to start with one, and North Central gets that first one on. It's going to bring up Holstein. This one fouled off right on the fist. Holstein, one of the best hitters in this North Central lineup. That's why she's in the 3-hole. A strikeout victim earlier. Still looking to get things going on the offensive end as they've been hanging nothing but bagels on the board, but this is a drive over top of Farnham's head. Going to go all to the wall. Going to be a stand-up double, maybe the first run of the game for North Central. Indeed it is. A big double by Holstein plates the first run of the game for North Central. Absolute laser job over top the head of Farnham.
Yeah, Farnham just didn't read that right. Just stopped for a minute and then let that go, and then was able to play the carom off the wall.
Now bring up Myers now. Right-hand hitter offers at that one over top the eyes.
Yeah, Amos just running the entire way. Ends up scoring, running a big one too. We talked in between innings. It was that 10-run deficit. So you were thinking maybe a run rule game at that point, but just getting a run kind of keeps North Central alive.
Well, how about this too? First run North Central has scored in 9 innings against Edgerton this year. This one's high and outside, and Cape, who has been on cruise control all afternoon, finds herself in a little bit of an issue here in the top of the 4th. Popped on the right-hand side. Is it going to make it out of here? And it does. And I believe you can add another tally to our foul ball king. Number 10 on the afternoon for him. There he is. He's got it. I've never seen anyone happier to get a foul ball of you.
I have not.
Foul back to the stands.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, nope.
And there's a dad that tried the left-hand catch, and it falls out for an error on the dad. 2-2 count. And Myers is going to be like the house on the side of the road. Strikeout victim. He's going to bring up the catcher-pitcher Addison Turner now. Had a single earlier.
Yeah, strikeout number 6 for Cape.
I was going to say she had a lot of strikeouts early, but that bottom of the 3rd inning made this game feel longer than what it was.
Yeah, picked up 2 each in the 1st and 2nd.
Change of speed gets Turner to swing through that one as she smiles and gives the, yeah, you got me on that one look. 0-2, Cape way ahead. Looking for strikeout number 6. Gets it.
Number 7 now.
7, there you go. Had 6, now up to 7.
Bedford guys just always a little behind.
I'm okay adding by 2s. When it gets to 1s, that's a problem. Going to bring up Gendra now with 2 outs. Holstein still on second base. And if you're guessing foul ball, you guessed right. To the right-hand side, but North Central has 2. They're throwing them back in. Guy from Ottawa, not our friend though, gets that one, throws it in. Working the corner is Cape for strike number 2. Whatever issue she had early in this inning, she has pitched her way through it. She is back cruising.
Not like going to be a foul ball war out there, is there?
That one's lined to right. In comes Cape, can't get it, gets beyond. And Gendron's going to move on to second. Holstein's going to come all the way around from second to score it. Big 2-out hit by Gendron makes it a 10-2 game.
And Morgan Cape had it played right. She couldn't quite get to it in time. You see in the replay there, outstretched as far as she could. couldn't quite come up with it. Second run this inning for North Central.
I'm going to bring up Ava Gruber, who I got to tell you, partner, I'm impressed. You did not say McGruber at any time in this game.
Fighting it off.
It has been tough, hasn't it? Base hit to left side. It's going to hold up. Thought maybe North Central was going to try and challenge a throw to home. They're going to say Genrun's going to go to third, and a big base hit by Gruber.
Yeah, Edgerton's got their outfield playing in quite a bit.
Now, when you're down big runs, too, you got to not challenge at home because you're out at home. Another out. You got to keep all your outs. This one's fouled out to the right-hand side. Alexa Smith, the first baseman for North Central. First and third, 2 outs. 10-2 now. Good little answer by North Central when you're down 10-0. Cape gets her to swing through that one now, quickly down 0-2. Cape loves to change the eye level of her pitches on the hitter. Went to the top shelf on that one, got the swing through.
Yeah, doing better when she's working fast. She's picked up her pace and gets a strikeout there.
As Smith fouls this one back into the catcher's mitt for a strikeout number 8 on the day for Corinne Cape. And it was a scoring frenzy here in the bottom of the third and then the top of the fourth, but it's still 10-2 with Edgerton on top.
Yeah, we want to tell you that a game brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractor, serving our communities and beyond. Visit Willis.com to learn more. And once again, we also want to thank the TKDS Sports Network for providing Ken with a box that looks like has popsicles stuck to it, and it powers something.
Popsicles, all right. I see it now when you said that. I thought maybe rulers.
Okay.
Would you say that's an orange or a magenta looking box?
All I know is I'm not allowed to touch it.
It says Mr. Net on it.
It does. But we thank Ken for that.
Yeah, thank you, guys. There we are right there. Thank everybody at Bryan giving us a great spot,
this
actually
thing right
being
here.
inside.
This thing right here.
Yeah, that is it. That's the magic box right there. Well, it's Addison Turner on the mound for North Central. Partner, great view of everything that is gorgeous about Bryan Rec Park. Boy, they did a great job getting this thing ready to play, didn't they?
Ken just wanted to show his house.
He doesn't live far from here.
That's why every time we come to Bryan, he mentions that.
It is Baker, Gieske, and Schrader due up for Edgerton. And if you're wondering which one is Ken's house, it's the one that's all lit up for Christmas playing music, isn't it?
It is.
Others will call it the mansion. This one's fouled back.
Always smells like dum-dums in there for some reason.
He's probably got a basement full of Spangler candy. 0-2 count now. Turner, who spent most of the game behind the plate, last inning switched to the mound, and Amara Wright went behind the plate. Baker swings off the shin of Genrun, and she's going to reach first base. Throw handled by Gruber, or else it would have been big problems. And Genrun is up and limping because that one was absolutely smoked off her shin.
Yeah, second time that there's been a play right at the bag at third. And officials are going to stop play for a moment, make sure she's all right. You can see Bree bending down, making sure that there's some feeling in that right leg.
Nice job by the home plate umpire coming over and making sure she's okay. And if you wonder why they wear those masks, you see why, right? That ball gets on top of them in a hurry.
Can they make masks for legs?
How about the shin guard?
Those be called something else, I guess.
Let them wear shin guards down at third. Greg DeHammer Valentine wore one forever. He had that shin that would not heal.
You know, there is a sport they do wear shin guards in a lot.
Well, I know the goaltender in hockey, right? Another look at that. How tough are you when you let them go off your shin? That's tough. This one's going to be in the dirt. It's going to allow Baker to move up to second base. Gieske laid off it. Selective hitter. 2 walks already today.
And he scored a couple of runs as well. Both coming, one in the second, one in the third.
Good shot of her up in the box, hugging the home plate. All right, so what other sports are you allowed to wear shin guards in?
Oh, so the world's most popular sport is a sport called soccer, and they wear shin guards in that.
Cross-country kickball. Is that off the foot of? Yes, it is. Gieske works her way on. Now, one of those stat lines, Randy, when you look at it, it's not glamorous, but your goal is to get on base, right? Walk, and hit by pitch. You see the dismay of Gieske. Throws her bat, reluctantly goes to first.
Yeah, Addison Turner almost looks a little bit like a screwball. You see the release on it, just kind of snaps the wrist.
Going to bring up Kara Schrader. Had a single and a 2-bag RBI. Who had the best screwball that you've ever seen?
Ooh.
I know Jenny Finch threw a nasty one, but
she did.
What about in baseball? There's fly ball left field, left side of the field, and it's going to fall in. They're going to send Baker in, play at the plate, not in time. Baker is going to score. Everybody's going to move up. Gieske to third, Schrader to second. As Zuber made a great effort, just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, the outfield a little bit deeper than what Edgerton was playing, and a good run for Gracie Zuber, just unable to come up with it. Got it back to the infield as soon as she could, but Baker already in to score.
And that's going to make it 11-2. Edgerton looking to get that one more run to make it 12-2. Farnham up, squares the bunt, pulls back, slaps it, and watch out, everybody. That one went flying by 4 people. How did that not hit anybody?
Yeah, we saw that in the game we did yesterday. Runner at third and a ball hits. I still don't know how that was in foul territory.
Gieske gave a look like, come on, don't hit me. Farnham shows again, pulls back, slaps at it, fouls it back.
Yeah, a little upset with herself.
Upset because she didn't hit anybody, or upset because she fouled that one back?
A little of both.
Yeah, maybe. All right, back to the screwball. Who threw the best screwball in baseball?
I don't, that's a good question.
There's only one answer.
Okay,
well, two.
Fill me in.
This one's fouled back. Gives us some time to debate this. Fernando Valenzuela.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then how about this one? Willie Guillermo Hernandez, who won the Cy Young and MVP for the Tigers in '84. Now, he threw it so many times, 2 years later, couldn't really throw anything.
Well, I was 2 years old.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen, youngster. You can go back and study the game. It was a glorious year in 1984 for the Tigers, Randy. It was.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah. Your Cubs almost played the Tigers in the World Series that year.
Yeah.
They made it, lost to the Padres. But I digress. 1-2 count now on Farnham. Ground ball, left-hand side. Gendron's got it, throws over to first. Yes, in time. But that's going to allow the run to come in. Gieske alertly heads home on the ground ball by Farnham for the RBI. Nice play by Gruber over at first base to harness that one in. One out now with 12-2 lead by Edgerton.
Yeah, good base running for Edgerton as Gieske waited until the throw went across the diamond to come in and score. Edgerton more than happy to trade a run for an out there.
Coach Collier calls timeout. I believe that it's going to be a new hitter, Randy. So Morgan Cape going to sit aside for a second, and maybe we can find out who this is when they announce it. Austin Landis, number 14, and I want to thank them for announcing it because we were not going to be able to find it with a number as Austin is electing to go with the hoodie.
Yeah, a little breezy down.
Not the 3 layers I had yesterday, though.
Went with the sweatshirt today.
Landis takes the first offering by Turner. Keelan Worms with that one for ball number 1. Big run at third base if Edgerton can get it across. Still only 1 out. That one's going to come in for a strike as Schrader works her way down that third base line. trying to distract Turner on the mound.
There's a little bit of late movement on these pitches from Turner.
Nice healthy cut by Landis. Swings through it though, and was a little bit baffled by that offering. 1-2 now. And a half-hearted swing. Was she able to foul that off?
That's when it was ruled. Just must have got a piece of it.
Not sure how, but she did. Looked like it was going to be strike 3 on a swing attempt, but able to tap it a little bit, keeps Landis alive. Landis fouls this one straight back. Goes into the net, and our friend in the brown hoodie smiles because he doesn't have to run to get that one.
Now making friends with what appears to be the Eden team.
Maybe he was trying to get a job for game 2. Hey, do you guys have a foul ball catcher? This one's lined to center field. It's going to be over top the head of Myers to the wall. Austin Landis stands up with a double. 3 pitches ago, almost struck out. Drives this one to the wall. Have yourself some fun, Austin Landis.
Yeah, just sitting back. We mentioned that movement that Turner has in some of her pitches. Just waited a minute and was able to sit on that one and drove it into center field for a double. Still just 1 out in the bottom half of this 4th inning.
This Edgerton offense, they apply pressure all throughout. Now you're back to the top of the order with Casey Everett with 2 singles already today. Turner pulls the string on that one, the old Bugs Bunny slow ball. (13-2) now. Edgerton gets that little bit of an insurance run, if you will. They're going to try and shorten this game up to only 5 innings. Ground ball left-hand side, going to get foul. Strong Edgerton contingent hanging on the left field wall fence. I believe some of the baseball players for Edgerton are over top that left field wall. This one's into dirt, taken for a ball by Everett.
Edgerton team letting you know that was a ball.
Land of 1,000 Dances, changed with ball, ball, ball by the Edgerton softball choir. Turner offers this one a little bit high. It's going to go off the glove of right and allow Austin Landis to scooch on over to third base. Wow, this was a tight ball game heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning and is just erupted with runs. 0-1, 9 and 3 for Edgerton in the innings. Swung ground ball to the left side through Holstein into left field. Everett is going to reach and allow Landis to score, making it 14-2. Holstein caught, flat-footed a little bit there, partner.
Yeah, I kind of hung her head. She knew it too. Still a little upset. And the ball coming right to her. Just didn't get the glove all the way down on the ground.
Tends to happen in long innings, doesn't it? It's going to bring up Ava Swank, the 2-hitter, number 8. This one's high, and no doubt about it, Everett's had a great jump. Going to swipe second base easily. Puts herself in position to score, and anything hit to the grass by Swank. Change of speed in the dirt, but it's going to still allow the quick speed of Everett to swipe third base on a little ball in the dirt.
Yeah, got a nice jump there. Good throw down to third, but Everett's already on top of the bag there. She came in 2 today, swiped 6 bases.
One of those runners where you told me she'd swipe 60, I'd believe you. Oh, Swank. You saw that back foot turn. She was going to jump all over it. 1-2 now. Things have slowed down in this game. Things were moving fast early. But when you hit a lot of base runners, the innings get a little bit slower. He's going to miss high. Nice little pause by Turner. She collects herself behind the circle. Ground ball, left-hand side. Gendron gets it, throws the first, but not in time. Swank's going to beat it out. One of those, you look to hold the runner, but the runner's going to still score anyhow.
Yeah, looked a little confused with the runner going. She kind of caught. Did she try to go home to nab the runner? And that hesitation is what allowed Ava Swank to beat that out and end up getting an RBI.
Another one of those moments where Edgerton's ability to run the base pass puts pressure on them defensively. Gonna bring up Cape, who had the big blast to center field last time up. 210 all the way around and left, center, and right field, but hit it about 212, you think?
Yeah, pretty close to that.
Liner down the left field line, foul though. When we show up, home runs are hit.
That's for sure.
Tenor hit 4 yesterday, was it 4?
4.
4, and here today. That one was not wind aided either. You see the flag in center field. Most of the wind has been blown towards home plate today. One's going to get away from the catcher right. But I believe the base was going to be swiped anyhow as Swank had a big jump. Edgerton still looking to add to this total. 15-2. 9 runs in the third, 5 here in the fourth. 1 in the second to get things going. One's going to miss high off the glove of right again. Going to allow Swank to twinkle toes her way over to third base. You have to feel a little bit for Addison Turner here, don't you?
Yeah.
Had a couple times balls that were hit that could have got him out of the inning. This one's lined in the left field, and the hit parade continues for Edgerton as Cape lines it in the left field, allows another run to score. RBI single, now 16-2. Edgerton absolutely pouring it on. And Joe Fiddler wants to come out and talk, and
he's going to switch him back.
He is. He's going to switch him back again. I guess, Randy, when you have 2 pitchers and they both pitch and catch, it's the only option you have, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just been thought maybe the change would kind of fool Edgerton a little bit, but he's going to have a few more position changes, it looks like, here. So Emmy Holstein walked over to first. I think she's going to play first now. Ava Gruber is headed over to the other side of the diamond.
Well, it was a long discussion with the home plate umpire who's got the position card. He's going to come over to our public address announcer and announce it. And you know what, partner? That's the only change.
All he said, yep, was catcher-pitcher.
Catcher-pitcher. So they fooled us again by getting together to talk. You see Myers came in to talk. It's the same grouping, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
He's hanging out with your friends, I guess.
You are.
Well, we want to take a minute and tell you that our game today brought to you by H2H Realty. Buying and selling real estate doesn't have to be a stressful event. Make it a holiday by calling April Holiday with H2H Realty at 419-345-9687. And we're brought to you by Brian Ford, your 7-time President's Award dealer, celebrating over 25 years in business. Visit them at brianford.com.
Well, Wright is back on the mound. Addison Turner back behind home plate. And Olivia Wallace is up. This one's going to miss high. Edgerton looking to grab every base that they can. Remember, this is a team that defeated North Central 20-0 earlier in the year. Wright misses high again, 2-0.
Wallace walked away from that one a little early.
Fly ball, is it going to grate to the grass? No, it is not. Going to get camped under by Alexis Smith for finally out number 2.
It looked like maybe the lip of that grass was going to fool Alexis Smith a little bit. She had to take one step out onto the grass to catch that. Kept her footing.
Second time Wallace has flown out to Smith today. Baker now up. Gonna miss high on that one. Gotta be difficult. You go from pitcher to catcher, then back to pitcher. Gotta be a difficult thing for your body. But Wright's able to do it. This one's gonna kill some worms and allow Edgerton to move on up again. 2-0 on Baker.
They started this inning with a single. It's, innocent enough, single, hit batter, and the hit parade started from there.
Baker swings, ground ball to the left-hand side. Gonna be safe, and you know what, partner? They did make a switch from first base because that is Holstein over at first. And then Gruber is at shortstop now.
Okay.
So maybe the umpire just wanted to announce the pitching change only. Snap throw down to first, not in time. 2 outs, 17-2 now. Edgerton on top. Wright, who started the game on the mound, went to behind a home plate when Turner pitched, now back on the mound. Gieske offers that one, kind of handcuffs her for the strike. That one's going to be a strike on the outside corner. And Amara Wright way ahead, 0-2 on Gieske, who has walked, and been hit by a pitch today.
And she hit for a second time?
I believe so. Gieske on reaching base. I believe it got her toe again. 2 toes in a row. Going to allow Kara Schrader up. Schrader ground ball to the left-hand side through the legs of Gruber. And that's going to allow another run to score for Edgerton. And one of the problems for North Central this year have been errors, and boy, that has come up to bite them here today.
Yeah, it's been a couple of times, especially here in this 4th inning. Eagles have had a chance to can limit the damage you get out of the inning. It's gotten away from them a little bit.
And this one is low as Olivia Farnham comes up. Farnham's been very active today. One of the best base runners you're going to see. Has a couple singles. Threatened with a slap bunt pullback earlier today. Ground ball to Gruber. Gruber's going to go over to second base, underhand throw it to Smith for finally out number 3, but not before. Edgerton hangs 8 in the bottom of the 8th. They lead this one, bottom of the 4th, they lead this one 18-2, headed to the top of the 5th here on NWOhio.live.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Welcome back to Bryan Recreational Park, where the magic number is 3 for Edgerton Randy Roberts. Why is 3 so important for them?
Well, 3 outs will give them the win 18-2 in 5 innings. So I know in softball it's not as important. In baseball, you worry about pitch counts and everything else, but always save a couple innings, wear and tear in everyone. It's always a good day. Get out a little early and get a spot in the district final.
Corinne Cape has been cruising here. A little bit of a problem in the top of the 4th, but she closed things down. 8 strikeouts on today. She's been absolutely magnificent. He's Randy Roberts. I'm Miles Holliday. Ken Reeker producing this, and Peyton Gilead is our second best camera guy here today. Robo Cam out in center field doing a great job. Thanks everybody for joining us here on NWOhio.live, and a beautiful day. First pitch swung through right away.
Yeah, we got a pinch hitter up here for
Vittori Salfai, I believe is how you say it. Ground ball down the left-hand side, picked up foul. So North Central showed up with 11 ladies, and 10 now have played. This one is going to be swung through. Nice job by Cape getting things going for strikeout number 9. Back to the top of the order with Amara Wright. Wright pops this one back, and boy, what a fitting end to this game if our Carhart friend gets that foul ball. 10 on the day, unofficially a new Bryan Recreational record for foul balls gotten. Ground ball to the left-hand side. Everett comes up with it. A little throw over to first, a little too far. Gets by Baker, and Amara Wright keeps things alive for North Central.
Yeah, second time she's reached an error. You see the double hop there from Everett. Had plenty of time. Was trying to set her feet and spiked it a little short of the bag.
Second error on today for Everett. Started the game off with one. This one's going to be hit to Baker, who does not panic, makes the play. And Ames is out unassisted. Baker lost her mask, but did not panic when a ball squirted away for out number 2. Does allow Wright to move up to second base.
Yeah, right at Baker at first. And as you said, Miles, nice job. Not panicking, kept the ball in front of her, and was able to get the bag for that second out.
Holsting swings at the first offering by Cape.
Cape definitely not paid by the hour.
No, I love how fast she works, right? I love to play defense behind her. You don't have to fall asleep at all. This one's going to be in the dirt. You remember the old legendary pitching coach, Ray Miller, for the Pirates and Orioles? Managed the Twins for a while, I believe. Had 3 rules: work fast, throw strikes, keep the ball down. What else you need as a pitcher, right?
Because it's just that easy, right?
Well, throw it really hard, too. I think that helps, too. Strike on the outside corner. North Central, 1 strike away from getting the victory here. Ground ball, Cape has it. All easy. Throws it over to Baker, and it's celebration time for Edgerton as they get the win here. Tough one early, as it was only 1-0 through 2, but Edgerton pours 9 on in the 3rd, 8 on in the 4th. And they get the win here, Randy Roberts, 18-2.
And our game today brought to you by Bricks to Click, saving you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Visit Bricks to Clicks on Facebook or check out their 2 locations in Millbury, Ohio. And we're brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractors serving our communities and beyond. Visit Willis.com to learn more. And once again, we also want to thank the TKDS Sports Network for providing some equipment, helping us out, and getting everything powered here in Bryan. So, See the Bryan softball team winners yesterday. There's might be JV players. I don't know who this is, but we know that the Lady Bears are involved in the grounds crew. As you see the updated bracket. So the top seed Edgerton is going to play in tomorrow afternoon's district final. We'll figure out if it's either going to be against Hilltop or Eden. That's going to be our next game here. We're going to take a little bit of a break, it's say about half hour or so, and get you set for the second game of our doubleheader here. As, again, it will be Hilltop and Eden from Bryan Rec Park. So that's going to wrap it up for game one. We want to thank everyone for making our day possible. Can't thank Ken Reeker enough for everything he does for us when we want to do games. Great work for the now mustacheless Peyton and Nathan Keel, Teresa Kuzmal, everyone involved at the Bryan Athletic Department for taking care of us. So, wraps up game one. Edgerton, a winner's Miles said 18-2. For Miles, I'm Randy. Thanks for watching, everyone.